Hello, and welcome to my weekly cybersecurity roundup, which I'm now calling the Trippl3 Cyber Roundup. And that really covers three breaches, three sets of countermeasures for those breaches, and three takeaway for you to implement practically across your business. Breach number three. AstraZeneca, which is a huge company, their European entity or European aspect of their operation was also breached by a hacking group called Lapsus. And the dollar sign Lapsus claim that they have breached their system, alleging theft of over 3 gig of data, and that's part of their pharmaceutical division. So imagine the level of confidentiality that's there with people's test data, trial data as well. And it said that the likely cause was also source code or their credentials for their code repository. Now, the code repository really is the heart of any software application. So imagine them being inside of that, operating and sniffing out information and harvesting that data. The data involved here includes the credentials for their GitHub, credentials and tokens for all of their software source code and employee information. The impact here is huge because once they've got that type of data, they can pretty much lead any users using the platform down the path wherever they want them to go. In addition, they could also use, for example, the email that they've been harvesting to conduct what's called business email compromise through phishing. They could launch a phishing attack across all of those employees and all of the companies that they communicate with as well. And they could also corrupt other integration touch points as well as the software code base across the business. And of course, reputational damage as well is part of that. What are some of the countermeasures here? Again, single sign-on, multi-factor authentication is important. Rotate credentials for users, especially admin users and super users of those systems, especially from a code and development perspective. Segregate the development environments and make sure that there are no password or credentials that are used for the dev, test, staging, and live environment. There must be different passwords and different challenge response to access those systems as well. Run regular security reviews and act on those reviews. But the important point here, given the nature of it, is that they need to manage their system development lifecycle and the security within that properly in terms of credentials management, rotation of keys, regular audits, and make sure that any codes or source code that they pull in or integrate is properly vetted.